Alright, so once again, this is another one of my Phase 3 updates, and that's a great start to this. So this is for week 6, which just wrapped up for me. It was sort of a halfway week. I did a lot of work and not a lot of work at the same time. Another reason it's kind of weirdly just in the middle. So I did tabling this past week, where I sat at one of the tables and next to the info hub in the Fleming Campus Center with laptops and just try to get people to come over and fill out the survey. I got a decent number for 3 days. 3 days of roughly about 2 hours each, roughly is about that. I got about 30 people, so like 10 per day. Not as many as I wanted to, but I still got a decent amount. So what I'm doing with those numbers, I'm going to look at them, I'm going to compile all that data together, make it look pretty and stuff. Just see what this small number kind of means, or just really analyzing this data for the 30-something that have already answered it. I'll probably put it on online, or maybe even in, I have to talk to Steve about putting it in the next campus update, just for the heck of it, so I can get hopefully a lot more traffic on that coming through. Based on what I've seen, what I am compiling right now, there's no one major that that people don't know about. All of them have actually substantially high numbers, asking, stating that I know little to know nothing about this major, and there's no one that's like extremely small, like this one little one that's out there in the wild. They're all roughly pretty high numbers. Well, for the 30 or so I have right now. We'll see when more people get their hands on this. For right now, for this, I guess I'm going to compile this and call this concentrated. This data might not be relevant once more people get into it, or hopefully more people get into it, but I'm still going to compile it. I'm still going to piece it together and see what this means, and then I'll do the same thing when I get the other data in, and see what it means. If it is different, what's the difference between the concentrated versus the much more broad set of data. So that's something to look at. What are the similarities? If you look at differences, you got to look at similarities. Maybe they're exactly the same, just much larger numbers. Maybe they're not. The people who answer my survey, most people I know, thinking there's no one specific major. A lot of people I know were, I'm pretty sure I got someone from just about every single major, so there wasn't, just a bunch of architects, a bunch of computer networking students coming by and filling it out. It was a pretty good spread. And so yeah, I say it's been a decent week because then again I got something pretty important out of the way, done, and I know I have the data for that. But then again, it's not huge numbers, but I can still turn this around and use this as sort of the concentrated group. And that's really mainly it. So I plan to, like I said, plan to compile this, plan to get that survey out to a lot more people, and just see the holes in the data, or where they mesh into each other towards the end, which I hope we getting there. That's really it. I feel that's pretty substantial enough. So hope next time definitely the data will be in the process of, or at least the concentrated will be compiled, and the broad will be on its way getting there. We'll see about that. Bye bye.